Hi beautiful, welcome back to another Litta video. Today I am doing a video requested by Jessica Davis and also Kalia. She also had that question, but she wanted to know if the 3-ball method would change if we were encapsulating anything, so like glitter, foil, anything like that. So I decided to do a video. I asked her if she would like me to do a video, and she said yes. So here it is, Jessica. I hope this video is helpful, and also to you, Kalia. So the first thing is that we do still use the method, the 3-bead method, but you're gonna do it twice. So the first time around, you're gonna do a thin base. So you're gonna be using less acrylic than you would if you were building a full structured nail. So here I do put a little bit more in the center because I like a higher apex for strength, and so I add that bead. And then the second time around, I don't know if you can tell, I let out a little bit more liquid, and then I keep adding powder until I'm happy with the amount. It still wasn't enough. I could have added a little bit more, but I do sweep it down and I end up adding a little bit more on that corner there that I missed. Now I go in and I do the tip and I blend it up. And just keeping in mind that you only need a thin base for this particular design, because we're just using it as a base for what we're encapsulating. So here's the glitter I'm using. I purchased this glitter at or on Amazon, and I just take very little powder and then dip it into the glitter, and then I just spread it out wherever I want it. And I have seen some people just use the moisture in the brush to grab the glitter, but I feel like dipping it in the monomer and then the acrylic and then the glitter just gives me a little bit more like security. Just I feel like it will adhere better to the nail. And yeah, and then you want to just place the acrylic the glitter anywhere you want it. And here I'm just trying to do an S shape, and really I'm just trying to get some coverage on the free edge there, because I'm not using any colored acrylic or anything. So I kind of want to mask where the free edge is. And then I will go in with the foil and I break some pieces apart there, and then I put them on the paper towel, and I go in and I dip and grab just a tiny bit of acrylic. And then I like doing it this way too, because it lets me kind of just maneuver the foil around a little bit better, and it also served as filling the little gaps I had there from before. And then I do it again, and then I place it in, and I just keep patting it and moving it around until I'm happy where it's at. And then once that's done, we're gonna go in again and do the 3-ball method. So basically you're just doing it twice. The first time you're applying a thin layer, and then you're placing the items or whatever it is you want to encapsulate, and then you're doing the method again. So Alright, and then so here I'm starting in the middle because that's where you want most of the strength in the nail. So I start in the middle, and then I go on the top, and then I make sure the brush is behind the acrylic, and then brush it down so that it does not flood the cuticle. And then I go on the tip, and then I sweep it up. And I'm always like moving and checking like the side profile and stuff like that, making sure that I'm happy with the shape. And I go in at the cuticle again. Needs a little bit more. Just filling everything in. You just want to use your judgment at this point. So here I'm just checking my side profile and see how my apex is in the middle there. I add a little more at the top for strength. And then, well, that's it. And I wait for the acrylic to dry. And then here you will see that I'm tapping it to make sure that it's dry, because we all know like you don't want to start filing while it's still wet. And then when you go to file your sidewalls, please make sure that you are going underneath, making sure that your edges are nice and straight and neat. Because you don't want like your nails going to look really pretty and then those sidewalls look all jagged and just not very good looking. So remember, when you're filing, you want to try to do everything you do on one side, you want to go on the other side and do the same thing. Basically take off the same amount so everything stays even. And really this is just, I feel like filing is also a little bit of preference, because some people like, you know, different shapes or whatever. But the main thing is what I'm trying to show you here. The main thing is making sure that you have that strength right there in the middle of your apex. So I'm going in, and what I do on one side, I go and I do on the other side, just like this. And I go around, and then I will buff. Well, actually, I'm cleaning up the debris. And then I go in and I buff. This just helps with smoothing out the surface, and then the edges and everything. And then I will go in with top coat. And that's my favorite part, is seeing how shiny it is. But see, I use alcohol to clean and dehydrate and disinfect. I always do. And you can already kind of tell how the glitter is going to look. It's going to look so pretty. And this is so satisfying. I love watching the top coat go on, especially on designs like this where you can see glitter. And then you want to go underneath for a nice clear glass effect. I always wipe the edges, kind of wipe off that excess. And then this is the end result. And as you can see, everything's nice and covered and encapsulated. And the shaping is good. You got your apex. Yeah. So Jessica and Kalia, hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for your questions, and I'm always glad to help. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.